Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vasallo here with the rhinestoneworld.com. So in this video tutorial, we're going to walk you through a step-by-step process on how to cut our glitter heat transfer vinyl in the Silhouette Cameo cutter. So we're going to walk you through from in CorelDRAW, bringing the file from CorelDRAW and the TRW Stone Wizard over to the Silhouette Studio Designer Edition software, sending the file from the software to the Cameo cutter, all of your blade settings and your cut settings for the Cameo when cutting the glitter heat transfer vinyl, then the weeding process of weeding the glitter heat transfer vinyl, and then obviously your finished product as far as pressing it to the shirt. So the glitters that we're using here today, we have our silver glitter heat transfer vinyl that's available on the website at therhinestoneworld.com. And then we also have our hot pinkle glitter heat transfer vinyl, also available on the rhinestoneworld.com. So let's go ahead. We're going to go over to the Silhouette Studio and CorelDRAW with the TRW Stone Wizard program. We're going to show you how to set up the file, get it all ready, and get this process started for you. So let's head over to the computer now and get everything going. Okay, so now we're over here in CorelDRAW X5 with the TRW Stone Wizard version 1.12. And we are going to go ahead and set our templates up to send over to the Cameo to cut. So we're using our glitter hot pinkle heat transfer vinyl here, and then our glitter silver, and then the mom part of the design right here. You'll see it's actually cut out, so the shirt's going to be showing through there. So first thing we're going to do is we want to make sure everything is combined. So as you can see, all of our silver is one layer here, and then all of our pink is one layer as well. So I'm going to highlight the entire design. I'm going to go up to templates in the TRW Stone Wizard, and I can go ahead and create TRW Magic templates. And that's going to split them apart for me and give me my contour box around them. So I can delete this original design now. And what I'm going to do is to bring them into our Designer Edition software for the Silhouette Cameo, I'm going to bring them in one at a time. So just to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and mirror them here in CorelDRAW. So I'm just going to hit mirror horizontally. And then I'm going to highlight the entire design. Now, when we export in the wizard, it's only going to export what's actually in your workspace here. So even though I have the other one pulled up still, it's only going to save what I have highlighted in our work area. So I'm going to highlight this baseball mom part of the design. I'm going to go to export. I'm going to name it Baseball Mom Cameo Video 1. And I'm going to go ahead and export SVG. So that's going to save here in the video folder. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And exporting is finished. Now I'm going to bring in the second part of our design. We're going to bring this over. Again, we're going to mirror it because we're working with the heat transfer vinyl. You always want to mirror it. And we're going to change this to video 2 now. And we are going to export SVG. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save. And that's done. So now we've exported it from CorelDRAW and we're ready to bring up the Designer Edition software for the Silhouette Studio. So now we're in our Silhouette Studio Designer Edition, and we want to go ahead and bring in those designs one at a time. So I'm going to go File, Open, and it's going to bring up, and it's just going to bring up your studio designs off the start. So on the bottom here, the files of type, we're going to go ahead and drop down, and we're going to click on SVG here. So once we click on SVG, you'll see the two SVG files that we just saved will show up. So we're going to go Cameo Video 1, and hit OK. You can see it's going to bring in our baseball mom design perfectly there for us. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure we have our cut lines set up. So we want one cut line along the outside for our contour box, and then a cut line around all of the design. So when I click on my scissors up here and open the cut style window, you're going to see once I click on this design, right now it has no cut. So the one I want to select is if I hit cut edge, you'll see it's only going to cut around the edge. So it's only going to cut that box. Where if I hit cut here, it's actually going to cut our contour box, and then it's also going to cut, you can see the red cut lines is going to show exactly where it's going to cut. So that's going to cut everything we need right there and inside for the mom part. So let's get that arranged perfectly for us. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to go to our silhouette cut settings. We know we have our cut set up. We know how it's aligned right here. Now we're going to go over to the Cameo here and we're going to go ahead and set up our actual heat transfer vinyl material to get it ready to cut. Okay, so we're over here at the Silhouette Cameo cutter and we're going to show you how to load the material here. So very easy to load it. All you're going to do on this left pinch roller here, let's get it straight there. And you got your right side that's released up right now. So we're using a 12-inch material here, and we are going to go ahead and load this left side. And on the right here, you're going to have a load cutting mat and load media. Well, we're not using the cutting mat with the heat transfer vinyl here, so we're just going to click on load media, and you'll see it'll start to pull it in there. And then what we're going to do is we want to make this is going in a nice straight line here, and then on the right side here, we're just going to lock it down. Now what we can do is if we hit the down arrow, it's actually going to bring the material in a little bit, just so we know that it's in there. It's got a nice nice tracking on it. We know that it's straight here, so it's going to track good throughout your entire design. So now we're ready to go ahead and cut the glitter heat transfer vinyl of our glitter hot pink for the Silhouette Cameo here. So let's go ahead and cut this. Okay, so now that we have the silver glitter heat transfer vinyl loaded into the Cameo, we're ready to go ahead and send our design to the cutter. So in the Silhouette Studio Designer Edition software, we're going to come over here to our Silhouette cut settings. And the cut settings we like to use, we have a pretty good blade in here right now. So we're going to move our speed up to a 10. We're going to move our thickness to a 15. And we're going to move our blade to 6. And we're going to take off cutting mat because we're not using the cutting mat. We don't need a double cut. We obviously want it set on blade. And then we're going to go ahead and hit cut. And that is going to send the file to our cutter. Again, always make sure that you do have, when you click on the cut settings over here, that you do see the red cut lines, because that's making sure that the Silhouette Cameo is going to cut in those areas where you're seeing the red line. So we got everything set up, 10, 15, nothing, nothing, 6 on our blade with the blade set, and we're going to go ahead and hit cut. And now it sends it to the cutter. Okay, so we're over here at the Cameo cutter now, and as you can see, the file that we sent over is cutting great right here. So again, we're using the silver glitter heat transfer vinyl, available on the website at therhinestoneworld.com. So we're going to go ahead and let it run through this real quick and just speed it up a little bit. And then we're going to cut our second color. Alright, so now that the glitter heat transfer vinyl is done cutting, we need to unload the material. So on the right here, you're going to see load cutting mat, load media, and unload. We're just going to arrow down to unload there. We're going to hit enter, and it's going to bring it out for you. Now you're ready to go ahead and find where your cut was and go ahead and weed that. And we'll bring it over to the weeding station here and show you exactly how to weed this design as well. Okay, so we went through the same process in the Silhouette Designer Edition software to send over the file to our Glitter Hot Pinkle heat transfer vinyl here. So you can see the Glitter Hot Pinkle is going through its cut process now. And once this finishes, we'll go ahead and unload this material, bring both of our cutters and both of our materials over to our weeding station, and we'll show you exactly how to weed the glitter heat transfer vinyl. Okay, so we're over here at our weeding station now, and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife here to run through it. And I'm going to pull from the corner here, and you're going to see it's going to get that weed box off the start. So that's going to make it easy for me to know exactly where my design is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull from this end here, and you'll see the glitter heat transfer vinyl that we have available. It's very easy to weed as long as you get your settings right. So as you can see, as I pull this off here, it's just going right with the design. So I'm not having to pick at it too much or not having it rip at all. So the silver glitter here, very easy glitter vinyl to weed. And then it's just a matter of finding your cut lines for the inside part. So we're done with the whole outside there. And then if you bend it a little bit like this is what I find that works real good. If you bend it a little bit, then you can see the different spots. So I can see my mom part of the design right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick this out here, and I can see that I'm pulling the M out. And bend it a little bit. There's my O. So I got my O coming out there. And there's my M part of the design. So we got the mom part of the design out there. Now I'm looking for the tail part of the design over here. So again, I just bent it a little bit, and then I can see it makes it a lot easier to see all those cut lines. So you can see exactly where it was cut. Because sometimes with the glitter vinyl, it can be a little more difficult to actually see your cut lines. So if you do just bend the material a little bit, it's going to show you exactly where those cut lines are, make the process a lot easier for you. So there's the inside of my A right there. And I'm going to run you through this whole process of at least the silver here, just so you can see that I'm actually doing all of the weeding right here on the video, because a lot of people do have problems with some of the other glitter heat transfer vinyls out there. That's why we just want to show you how easy our glitter heat transfer vinyl is to weed and show you the actual weeding process right here in this video. And there's the inside of our S. Come down here a little bit, and you'll see we can pick out these little spots as well, because we can see those cut lines when we bend it a little bit. And now we got our B here. Let's get that. Obviously we know there's an inside to this A, and I can see it right there. And then we got the inside to our B's. And that's a nice one. That's a nice one cut right there. And the inside to this B here. So I think we are pretty much good to go here. I'm just going to look at it from an angle here, make sure there weren't any spots that we missed. Oh, got a little part on the inside of this S here. I could see when I bent it right there. There we go. So I'm going to turn this around for you. And now you can see the full baseball design right here, all weeded out. You got your mom weeded out, and it's going to be the shirt showing through on the mom part of the design right here. Now, same thing with the glitter pink. Again, very easy to weed. You can see when I start weeding it here, it's going to have our cut box off the start. Now with this, with the glitter pink part, and this is our hot pinkle that we have available on the website at therhinestoneworld.com, we are going to go ahead, and it's just going to be, because we're using that trapping method, it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to pull off and do the entire outside exactly like we did with that silver. So again, doesn't matter the color, it's still gonna, as long as you got your cut settings right, it's gonna weed easy either way. And then we also have the of number 3 at the bottom there, that again you can see how easily that weeded out. So I'm gonna pick those out real quick. The inside number, and then we got the number 3, so you see how easy that was. And then we have the contour, so we know that we're just pulling out the inside, so we're going to have a thin layer going all the way around. So let's show you how you do that. You can see how, again, it's weeding very easy. Of course, you always want to be careful when you're weeding it, just to make sure you don't rip anything or pull out the inside of an A or anything that you don't want to. But you can see how easy this is weeding, especially those of you that have worked with the glitter vinyls before. You know that some of them can be difficult to work with. So you can see how easy this is as I'm going through this process. So, I mean, a pretty thin line right there in that spot that weeded great as well. We got the inside of the A there, the S. Again, the inside of the S right there weeded perfect. We're going to come down here, and again, it all depends on your cutter. So we're using the Silhouette Cameo for this, so it just shows you a cutter like the Silhouette Cameo, how good, if you have your settings right, how easy it can make it to actually cut designs like this as well. And we're going to go to the inside of this B. This part's going to wrap around right here, I know. And then we probably have one more spot right here to the inside. We sure do. See if everything is looking good here. Oh, we got a little spot to the inside here, and probably another spot to the inside of this B here. And I think that might be it. Oh, got a small little sliver in that A, which means we also have one in this A as well. So let's pick that out. And then I bet you we probably have one more spot right there. There we go. Now I just want to see on these inside parts. Yep, see the little triangles on all these inside parts? So again, very easy to find with the glitter heat transfer vinyls here, because I know it's there. And another good thing when you're weeding something like this is if you have a picture of your, if you're just looking at your computer screen to see where your different cut lines are, if you're not familiar with the design, it can make it a lot easier during the weeding process to see exactly what you're looking for when you're looking to weed it. So I think we are pretty much good to go on this design. See, there's one little spot in there. Let's see if there's one in here. Yep, I had one little spot in there as well. and we are good to go. Now I'm going to show you exactly what this trapping method works like. So we got the outside, the outline part of our baseball design here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I have the baseball right there, and I'm going to show you how this lines up perfectly with our trapping method. I just set it right there, and you can see we have our perfect two-color design now. So now what we're going to do, obviously they're going to be separate presses. We're going to go over to our heat press right here. We're going to press this to our shirt, and we're going to have a finished product with a custom number on it, baseball mom of number 3, that we can sell to our customer. Design like this will probably sell anywhere from $25 to $30 depending on your area. So let's go ahead and head over to our press here and show you exactly how we do this. Okay, so we're over here at our heat press. We have both of our heat transfer vinyls. We have our silver glitter here and our hot pinkle here. So what we have our heat press set at 320 degrees. Now the recommended time and temperature for the glitter heat transfer vinyl is 320 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds. However, since we're doing a two-color design, we're going to pre-press our garment for 2 to 3 seconds first. Then we're going to hit the first part of the design for about 3 to 4 seconds, and then the second part for that full 10 to 15 seconds, okay? So we're going to start with the silver glitter part of the design here. And we're going to go ahead and line this up. We want it going at a little bit of an angle here. And we're using one of our Bella shirts here. It's a fitted charcoal color shirt. So we got this lined up. Everything's looking good there, all centered. So we're going to hit the first part of this design right here for about 3 to 4 seconds. Okay, so we hit the first part for those 3 to 4 seconds. That should give us just enough, because we don't want to go too long. We don't want to shrink the material at all. We want it just enough to get that material to stay on the shirt and not peel off. So if you see it peeling off at all, that means you didn't press it quite long enough. We did have about a medium to firm pressure on that press. Now we're ready for the second part of our design. And with our trapping method, it's very easy to line up here. So we're going to find right here with our trap, actually have a little piece of cloth in there I want to get rid of. And we just want to make sure none of our actual shirt is showing through here. So we have that little bit of degree of air that we can play with here. Make sure none of our shirt's showing through, and get that full trapping method on there. So I'm looking around here and everything is looking pretty good now. Good there. And the main reason why is you don't want to layer the glitter heat transfer vinyl directly on top of each other. You want it to get a good bond to your actual garment. So we're going to get that now that we've done this. So we are ready to go and press this design. So now we're going to go for the full, probably go 10 to 12 seconds here. Again, we're at 320 degrees. And we're using our red press here. We do have our red press. This is our 15 by 15 red press that we have available on the website at therhinestoneworld.com. And we should be all good to go. So very easy to peel off here. It peels off like butter, and we are done with our design. So let's go ahead and get this design in the video here, show you exactly what it looks like. So you can see we don't have the shirt showing through at all. However, the glitter did adhere directly to the garment. We have the garment showing through on the mom part of the design, and then we have the custom number 3 there. So that is our finished garment, and you can see the entire steps we ran through with the Silhouette Cameo to make this design. So now that we've finished our shirt right here, you can see how great this shirt looks. So we got our baseball mom of number 3. Now Sophia right here, if she had a head, you would see the smile on her face, because she is a happy camper right now. So just to review all the different products we use in this video, obviously we use CorelDRAW X5. We use the TRW Stone Wizard Rhinestone software for CorelDRAW. We use the Silhouette Designer Edition software. We use the Silhouette Cameo cutter. Then we have the glitter heat transfer vinyl, the hot pinkle, and then the silver glitter heat transfer vinyl. So everything that we used in this video, we have available on our website at therhinestoneworld.com. So make sure to go check that out. If this video did help you out, make sure to click right below. Click on the like button on this YouTube channel. Make sure to comment below. Let us know what you think of this video. Let us know that it helped you out. We want to create as many videos as we can to help your business. Sophia loves making the video. She's going to be featured in a lot of our upcoming videos. So again, the smile on her face just expresses how happy she is to help you guys as well. So if you do have any questions anytime, make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. Again, remember to like this video. Remember to comment below. Let us know what you think. And give us a call if you do have any questions. This is Matt and Sophia with the rhinestoneworld.com. You guys have a great day.